What is up, people? Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another match reaction here on the Cup Chasers. The Arsenal have drawn away at Nottingham Forest in an ultimately frustrating game, ultimately annoying game. Oh my goodness gracious, guys. This one right here hurts. Hurts to see it. So frustrated. Should have had a penalty. Should have scored on the back post. Oh man, and I'm absolutely let down by this one, as you see from the thumbnail. Gutted, as they say. This one leaves a pit in the stomach. But of course, go ahead and get the like button smashed. Get that done. It helps the channel a whole lot. Thanks so much. Go ahead and hype it up if you got any of those points left. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I really appreciate you being here, and let me know what you think of the piss poor performance in the comments section down below. First thing, when I looked at the lineups and saw that Nani Madueke was starting over Bukayo Saka, I was not excited about that. Wasn't exactly happy to see that, but rest, rotation, all that, I get it. You know, Martinelli's not the greatest against low blocks, so why Arteta refuses to see that and plays him against low blocks anyway is beyond me, but who am I? I'm not the coach. Martinelli was not awesome, and then he's whiffed it on the back post. Like he didn't beat his man at all today. It wasn't a good performance, and he's absolutely missed it from point blank range. Romelu Lukaku style, missed it from point blank range. Just right out the get-go from this one, I didn't think we had enough urgency. Right out the rip, there just wasn't enough urgency. And it just feels like every time there's an opportunity to really get ahead, to really stamp our authority on the league and put in, a statement performance to say, hey, we are actually going to go and win this league, and there's nothing you can do about it. We don't bring the killer mentality. We don't bring the ruthless mentality. It's still this slow game management, afraid to lose bullshit from the manager. It's still this slow, methodical approach, and you can see it in the fact that we let a minute go by on every throw-in. I'm going to start counting. In the next game, I'm actually going to count every single one of them because we let at least 30 seconds tick off the clock for every throw-in. At least 2 full minutes sometimes to leave the clock for every free kick, for every corner kick. We ourselves waste 10 minutes of every single game by going so slow in the set-piece situations. Every single game. So there's no urgency whatsoever. Our rivals have just lost. We have a chance to go 9 points clear. They've just lost to Manchester United, and there was no urgency. There was no awareness being displayed that we have a chance to absolutely stamp our authority on this league with a win today. There was no awareness of that. There was no urgency shown. Martin Odegaard, that's who we're going to talk about first. Martin Odegaard strikes again. Nowhere to be found, bro. Nowhere to be found, man. Martin Odegaard against low blocks has no ideas. 0 ideas against low blocks. Passenger, bro. You were a passenger today. You're an absolute ghost. When we come up against a team who puts 10 men behind the ball, 11 men behind the ball, he's got nothing. No ideas to speak of, man. Do you think we would have learned by now how to break down low blocks? You would think we would have learned by this point. I mean, what's so hard about combining to get in behind the man, the left back? What's so difficult about that? That's like what we try to do every game. But today, what, Odegaard, you just didn't want to get on the ball? You didn't want to get on the ball? We were a man down in the midfield. We were literally a man down in the midfield, and we got outworked. We got outworked in that midfield. We were a man down because Martin Odegaard. And when Martin Odegaard goes ghost mode like he did today, Declan Rice has to absolutely work his ass off to cover for it. But today, Declan wasn't good enough. Zubimendi wasn't good enough. Neither of them. And so when all three of our midfielders have a poor day, there's no fluidity, there's no rhythm, there's no control, there's no pressure. At no point, there was a 15-minute spell in the first half. From minute 30 to minute 20 to minute 35, we looked good. We possessed the ball. We were slowly but surely, and like I say, slowly but surely, just looking like we didn't look to play through the lines today. We didn't look to play through the lines at all. All we did in that midfield was just slowly but surely let them retreat and let them retreat and let them retreat, and we'll just take the territory slow. We'll just take what they give us really, really slow. No urgency to speak of. No awareness that we're trying to win a Premier League. And then by the time they give us the 60 yards, they're set. There was zero quickness in this game. No pace. No urge to get forward quickly. It was slow. It was methodical. It was easy for Forest to defend against us today because it was so slow. And Martin Odegaard had no ideas. There was no movement in front of the ball. We actually were playing down 2 guys. We were playing with 9 men today because Victor Gyökeres did nothing, bro. You did nothing. You did absolutely nothing. Like I can't even pick out like a moment. I can't even remember a moment. Not even one, man. Maybe the ball across the box from Timber when it was hit really, really hard and you weren't there for it. But other than that, it was just a lot of hargy-bargy with Murillo and Milankovic, who were giants. So we were playing with 9. We were playing with 9 guys out there today. Is what it felt like. I think we need to have a conversation about Martin Odegaard, man. I think it's about time to have a conversation because he doesn't bring the consistency. He's not consistently putting in good performances. It's so inconsistent when he steps up. When he steps up, we look fantastic. But when he's not there, it's just slow, methodical. Madueke ain't it, guys. Madueke's got no end product, man. Nothing on the end. Nothing on the end. Didn't really have his man on toast. Nico Williams was comfortable. But it's so frustrating when we don't play quick and when we don't win the second balls. Of course Elliot Anderson is going to fall. Of course they're going to be playing dark arts. And it's Michael Oliver. So you know we're not getting anything from the referee. And you know that the opposition are going to time waste as soon as they can. Literally 30 seconds into this game, Nottingham Forest were time wasting. We can't control what kind of scumbag mentality philosophy they bring to the game. That's not on us. If they're going to play like that and time waste from the first whistle, that's their prerogative. We have to up the tempo. We have to play quicker. We have to find the urgency. It's on us. They are ecstatic with that result. Pumped up about that result. Forest are over the moon with that result. You saw how excited Sean Dyche was at the end of the game. Well done. He was excited. He was excited because they were the better team. They didn't have to come at it. A point was great for them. But we lack mentality. We lack the killer, ruthless mentality. And every time we drop points, I'm going to say it. Every single time. Because every single time we've dropped points, that has been the reason. Every single time. It's been a lack of urgency, a lack of killer mentality, a lack of ruthless mentality, a lack of finishing. Gabriel Martinelli, hang your head in shame. That's a criminal miss. A criminal miss on the back post, man. You are getting paid ridiculous money to kick a ball, and you mishit that? Ridiculous money to kick a ball, and you can't tap it in at the back post. God, it's so frustrating, man. It's so frustrating. We're not killers. We're not killers. We're not ruthless. We're not ruthless enough, man. Yeah, we're 7 clear after that, and I really hope it doesn't come back to bite us. I really hope it doesn't come back to bite us, because everybody's worried about Manchester City, but Villa play Everton tomorrow, bro. Villa play Everton at home tomorrow, and they're about to cut it to 4. They're going to cut it to 4. They're going to cut it to 4, man. Here we are worried about Man City when Aston Villa are going to make up the points tomorrow. Oh, man, there's just the lack of mentality, man, the lack of urgency, the lack of ruthless killer awareness that we got to go and put it on them is so frustrating. It's so unbelievably frustrating, man. There isn't a killer in this team, bro. There's just not a killer in this team. Somebody that's going to pick up the ball and say, I'm winning this game today. I'm making it happen. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win this game. It should be Martin Odegaard. It should be Martin Odegaard, but it's not, because he doesn't have a killer, ruthless mentality. Because Mikel Arteta does not have a killer, ruthless mentality, bro. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. We didn't create anywhere near enough. There was no fluidity and no control in our passing because we weren't winning second balls. Elliot Anderson absolutely ran to midfield. Elliot Anderson absolutely ran through us, falling down every chance he got. Fell down when the wind blew. Fell down when his eyebrow was touched. Guys need to stop going down when you get hit in the face. Just get on with it, man. Just get on with the game. Just get on with the effing game. Marino, Jesus, Anderson, Dominguez, like half the players in that game went down when the wind blew up their nostril. Like, I'm so sick of this diving BS, man. I'm so sick of it. It's because anytime anybody goes down holding their face, the ref blows the whistle. So they've been trained that if you go down holding your face, no matter what, you blow the whistle. I need to see retroactive yellow cards. We need to see retroactive yellow cards for the bullshit, and the bullshit will stop. Go figure that. Retroactive yellows for diving, and the diving stops. But that's too simple. The Premier League are never going to do that. They'll never do that. It makes too much sense. Just give yellows for all the BS, and the BS stops. Oh, sorry, that makes way too much sense. So from now on, guys, the wind blows against your eyebrow, go down. If you feel if someone's nose hair gets too close to your nose hair, go down, fall down, dive like you've been shot, because they're going to call it every time. Michael Oliver certainly did. Literally every time Elliot Anderson hit the ground. And he knew it too. And so he did that. And he frustrated him. He frustrated Rice. He frustrated Zubimendi. Frustrated Martin Odegaard. But we don't have a killer, ruthless mentality, so we don't rise above shit like that. Comfy for Forest all day today, because we didn't play with the urgency and the killer, ruthless mentality. We definitely did not understand the assignment. And that comes from the manager. That comes right from Mikel Arteta. Urgency, man. We need the urgency. They fought hard in the midfield. They fought harder than we did in the midfield today. Outfought in the midfield. Dominguez had a good game. Anderson looked good today. Sangare looked good today. We didn't, because they fought harder than us. They wanted it more than us. And that is what's so deflating. That's what's so deflating, is we're going for a Premier League title and they wanted it more than we did. We're trying to win a title, and they wanted it more than we did. You know, I wrote an article on the Cup Chasers blog about the tipping point. Where's my tipping point of belief? What's going to make me believe? It ain't that shit. Tell you right now, it ain't that. It's not what we just watched. So frustrating, man. So frustrating. We weren't good enough today. We were not good enough today. Didn't work hard enough in the midfield to make sure we had control, verve, passion, urgency. We just didn't have it today. Didn't work hard enough. Didn't work hard enough in there, man. But we still should have won. And that's what I'm saying. We don't have the ruthless killer mentality. If we do, we score at least twice today. A ruthless killer mentality, and we score at least twice today. Nelly with a tap in on the back post, man. What are you doing? What are you doing with the back post tap in, bro? You let us down big time. Let us down big time today. We knew what they were going to do all game. Lump it long and win second balls. And they did that really, really well. They won the second balls really, really well. Matt Sells' distribution into the channels was really, really good. And we let Jesus battle Gabriel and Saliba all day long. They wanted it more than we did. They just wanted it more. It's simple. We're going for a title. They wanted it more. It's disgusting. Oh, man. They just wanted it more. Even still. And yes, I've waited 17 minutes to bring it up. I've waited this long to bring it up. We should have had a penalty. Absolute stonewall penalty. VAR robbery once again. No, we weren't good enough. No, we didn't have the urgency that we needed. No, we didn't have the clinical, ruthless finishing that we needed today. But that's a penalty all day long. All day long. You can't do this with your arm. You can't move your arm to hit the ball. It's a clear and obvious penalty. It's the definition of clear and obvious. But it's Michael Oliver. It's Michael Oliver, of course. Absolute criminal, man. That's 100% a surefire penalty. He does this with his arm. He literally does this with his arm to keep it in. It's a fucking moment of madness. And it goes unpunished. It goes unpunished. It's disgusting. That's gross. That's horrendous. I'm not going to even say that Michael Oliver had a shocker because he actually had a better game than I expected. I knew he was going to be terrible. I knew he was going to be horrible. I knew he was going to be an asshole. Oh my God, man. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. We play Inter Milan next in a game that means absolutely nothing. But the game versus Manchester United next weekend has a little bit more on it now. They put in a fantastic performance against Man City. They'll have their tails up the whole week to prepare for that. That's what they're preparing for. Just do the same shit that Forest did. Just want it more. And Forest absolutely did want it more today. You got to give Dominguez and Anderson and Sangare the credit. Murillo, and Milenkovic, you got to give them the credit, man. They wanted it more. And they got a good point at home versus the league leaders. Still a pit in my stomach after that one, man. We're better than that. We are way better than that. And if you think that's going to be the most difficult game for the rest of the season, you got another one coming. You absolutely got another one coming. Oh, man. Yeah, let down. Absolutely let down today. Absolutely let down today. Didn't create enough, didn't have enough verve and passion to win it in the midfield, didn't play. There was too many times when we did win it in the midfield that we just hoofed it forward, that we just played a sloppy pass, trying to get one over, trying to get a little dink. Not enough on the ground, not enough Like when we did put it on the ground to control it, it was so slow. So ridiculously slow. We let Forest get back into position so much. We never tried to hit them on the counter quickly. Oh my God. Victor Gyökeres is going to get Gyökeres is going to catch one. Is going to just catch all kinds of flack. Absolute tank. Can't outrun Murillo. Yeah. Big opportunity missed. I'm gutted. That's all I got to say on that one, man. That's all I got to say on that one. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Thanks for being here. Hype it up if you got any of those left. I certainly appreciate it. Get that notification bell on. Of course, there's plenty more content coming your way. I certainly appreciate you being here. Thanks again, and you will see me next time.